There we go. There's just run up. Now ready for introductions. And just give a sec for everybody to get into the call and turn on their cameras.
You can get started with introductions.
Alrighty. All right. Thanks everyone for joining. This is the men's second session of 2020 Alberta Senior Provincial Championships. For this session, we've got 3 athletes in the 89 kilo men's weight class that will be competing. Our first athlete unattached is Kaylynn Melnick. Our second athlete representing Frontier Performance will be Colin Urquhart. And our third and final athlete of this session representing Olympic Power and Fitness will be Mitchell Luck. I will start the 10-minute, before I start the 10-minute timer, I got a couple of housekeeping items. The start order for this session, similar to the previous sessions, will be a round robin style. We will not be going by the weight on the bar. So every athlete will be fulfilling their first attempt, followed by every athlete following through their second attempt and third attempt, and so on. As well, there will be a 10-minute break right after this introduction before the snatch session begins, and a 20-minute break in between the snatch and clean and jerk session. We've also added a 4th athlete into the start list to allow some empty time for our 3 athletes to load the bar and to kind of build a little bit of buffer in between every attempt. And so with that, I will start the 10-minute clock before the first snatch attempt. And while we've got our 10-minute clock running before snatch attempt, I'll take the time to introduce our technical officials and referees. Myself, Peter Yee, I will be the announcer and timekeeper for this session. Our marshal and competition director will be Michael Corte. And for our 3 technical official referees for this session, referee number 1 will be Jose Gomez. Referee number 2 will be Dresden Archibald. And referee 3 will be Kevin Kutcher. We're now at about 5 minutes before the first attempt of the session begins.
Kaylynn's up first, guys.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. I'm having trouble with my one computer, but my camera's working fine.
Can all the athletes please turn their cameras on, so that when the clock hits 0, we're ready to start. It's going to go pretty quick.
I'm attempting, Michael, to enter with my computer so I can enter in weights. Could someone let me into that? I'm trying to get in on another computer.
Okay, Derek, if he's waiting in the waiting room, can you let him in? Thanks. Colin Urquhart, I don't see you on a camera anywhere. Thank you. This is also a quick reminder that even though it might feel like a training meet, all official IWF rules apply. Touching the bar with your foot will disqualify the lift.
We're now at just 2 minutes before liftoff.
It's funny when you're in training, it just seems weird, it seems natural. As soon as you put something else into the mix, it just seems bizarre.
Yeah. Minute 30 here.
So now the time where you just right. But it's still a better where we're starting with the rules are and the high score.
Yeah, they've got a running. Yeah, they've done such a good job with those. This is a smaller session. Okay, 1 minute. And then it'll be a bit down the clock. Okay. Is there a minute on the clock, guys?
We're down to 30 seconds before the clock starts for Kaylynn Melnick.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you will have 1 minute after this 30-second runs up here.
You got a minute and 10 seconds.
All right, now our session has begun. Kaylynn Melnick will be our first lifter. He's got 123 kilos on the bar.
Wait till I give you the downside.
Yep.
Boy. Down.
Looks like a good lift for Kaylynn Melnick. Next up, our second lifter will be Colin Urquhart, representing Frontier Performance. He will be attempting 108 kilos on the bar. 1 minute on the clock. And that looks like a good lift for Colin Urquhart. Up next, Mitchell Luck, representing OPF. This will be his first snatch attempt as well at 108 kilos. 1 minute on the clock begins. And that's also a good lift for Mitchell Luck. Moving on to our next lifter in our order here, round robin style, will be back to Kaylynn Melnick for his second attempt. He has 127 kilos on the bar. Oh, my apologies. We are putting, before Kaylynn's attempt here, we have a minute break for our empty slot. This will give the other lifters and Kaylynn a little bit of time before his attempt.
2 minutes here, Kaylynn.
All right.
Wait, that was wrong.
They got to another just to give enough rest for everybody.
So
1 minute and 30 seconds for Kaylynn.
Yeah, the first attempts.
We're be ready for question. I'm just gonna slide it over. Would that be enough? Oh no, I have 2:30 until my time starts.
How much time, guys?
All right, we're now at 1 minute on the clock for Kaylynn's second attempt. Or, sorry, just got a little bit of an error in our timer here. We just need to switch the order up. Looks like the order's got Colin up for his second attempt. Is that correct?
No, Kaylynn's up.
Okay. I think my...
Refresh your screen.
Okay. 1 moment. It's still showing Colin's name.
Just wait, guys.
Okay, we're now at Kaylynn. Back to Kaylynn. Your 1 minute clock has started. Kaylynn's second attempt, 127 kilos. Sorry about that technical error there, folks.
Yeah.
It's a good lift for Kaylynn's second attempt at 127. Up next, we got Colin Urquhart, Frontier Performance, second attempt, 112 kilos. 1 minute on the clock for Colin. And that is a good lift for Colin Urquhart. Moving on to Mitchell Luck up next for his second attempt, 113 kilos on the bar. And that's a good lift for Mitchell Luck. Now we're going to move to the empty slot. 1 minute on the timer. No athlete currently for this slot here. Up next will be Kaylynn Melnick for his third and final attempt.
Yeah.
Scoreboard's not updating the timer, guys. If you don't mind just letting us know every 30 seconds or so.
Kaylynn has just over a minute here. I will
Okay.
be starting the timer for Kaylynn right about now for 1 minute. Kaylynn Melnick, third and final attempt, 131 kilos on the bar.
1 minute.
Is it a minute till I'm on or am I on?
It's a minute to your a minute.
Sorry. 1 second. Still fumbling with the system.
Yeah, you're on the timer. Yeah.
Go, buddy.
Come on now. Take one. Oh, shit.
Come on. Down.
And that's a good lift for Kaylynn's third attempt, 131 kilos. Next up in our order, we have Colin Urquhart, third and final attempt, 116 kilos on the bar, representing,
Yeah, it's 170.
here it forms, 117 kilos on the bar for Colin Urquhart, third and final attempt. And that looks like a good lift. And then last snatch of the session, we have Mitchell Luck for his third and final attempt. He has 116 kilos on the bar.
Same pull, Mitch. Okay, walk in tight over that bar. Keep pushing right to catch. Come on.
And that concludes our snatch session, folks. We will have a 20-minute break for our athletes to prepare for the clean. And I will start a timer now. We will resume the session with clean and jerks for the second men's session in 20 minutes. We now have just over 10 minutes on the clock before our clean and jerk session begins. This is just an update. We are now at 5 minutes before clean and jerk liftoff. 5 minutes. We're now at just over 2 minutes before liftoff for clean and jerk. At this time, I will also remind athletes and coaches to turn on your cameras to prepare. Thank you.
Okay, guys, cameras on, mics on.
All right, we're now going to start the clean and jerk portion of the session. First athlete will be Kaylynn Melnick. This will be his first attempt on clean and jerk with 149 kilos.
Aggressive. Be cool. Nice push. You guys, hey. Down.
And that's a good lift for Kaylynn Melnick. Next athlete will be Colin Urquhart for his first attempt, representing Frontier Performance, 143 kilos on the bar. And that is a good lift for Colin Urquhart. On to the next lifter, we have Mitchell Luck representing OPF, 143 kilos on the bar as well. And that's a good lift for Mitchell Luck. We now have a 1 minute timer before our next athlete will be up for their lift for their second attempt. On deck is Kaylynn Melnick for his second attempt.
Oh, so we just need to move those chairs in there. Oh, they just did not really go live. This shows
Okay, we now have Kaylynn Melnick for his second attempt clean and jerk, 155 kilos on the bar.
Clock started, you got 56 seconds.
Oh, yeah, let's get this one. Yeah, man. Aggressive.
No lift, unfortunately. Next up, we have Colin Urquhart for his second attempt, representing Frontier Performance, 147 kilos on the bar. And that is a good lift for Urquhart. Moving on, we have Mitchell Luck representing Olympic Power and Fitness for his second attempt, 146 kilos on the bar. No lift for Luck. We will now be cycling back to the 1 minute empty timer. And after that, following will be Kaylynn Melnick's third and final attempt for clean and jerk.
Where are we at in the clock, guys?
10, just over 10 seconds before Kaylynn Melnick.
Thank you.
Okay, we are now at Kaylynn Melnick for his third and final attempt, clean and jerk. 155 kilos on the bar.
Only 53 seconds. Get this, man. Get that for a line. Bye-bye. Down.
And that looks like a good lift for Kaylynn Melnick.
Yes, good job.
Up next, we have Colin Urquhart for his third and final attempt, 150 kilos on the
Let's see
bar.
the time.
Good lift for Colin Urquhart. And for the last lift of our session, we have Mitchell Luck for his third and final attempt at 146 kilos.
We've got lots and lots of time. Time 44, just under. Okay, dialing that setup under 30. Lots of time. Okay, shoulders back, walking hard over that bar. Okay, come on. Okay, punch this, drive it. Hold. Down.
And that looks like a good lift for Mitchell Luck.
Nice.
With that, that concludes our men's second session of today. I will be announcing the results of the session shortly here. All right, of our three athletes here that competed in this session, in third place with a 259 kilogram total, representing Olympic Power and Fitness, Mitchell Luck. In second place, representing Frontier Performance with a total of 267 kilos, we have Colin Urquhart. And then first place, unattached, with a total of 286 kilos, Kaylynn Melnick. And that concludes the men's second session here. We will have our second female session starting at 2:15 p.m., where we'll start with introductions. We'll see you all there. Thank you.